My food hasn't digested, but here I am on this religion. And if you hear funny voices, sorry, sounds coming out, um, please excuse me. So I've come back uh, sooner than you would think. Proud to be a Shia. Sorry, I just want to check how my voice is not so good, but and not very loud. I'm sorry if you have to struggle. So, if you are a Muslim, you cannot have your way by getting angry. Yeah, you can have your way, but it wouldn't give a good picture of Islam, would it? And as a Shia, I remember when I was a Shia, wasn't long ago. Uh, I was very passionate in all this, and I was told that when all avenues of peace have been closed, then jihad against another, when they have closed all avenues of peace. So maybe you can say that Islam is, as we knew it, a religion of peace. So here on Wikipedia, yeah, just to cut myself short. Okay, if you can't take it, what even I, time and again, it happens to me. Uh, my conditioning, remembrance of the Imam Barga where we used to go, things like that. What you can do is, I'm coming live with very depressing, sad things about my life. And so even for me, it's depressing, sometimes decapitating, this thing crippling psychologically also, and has a toll on my physical self. So I would like you to cooperate here. Sunni Shias, if you come, just for a little while, we'll do this at nothing, just emptying, just nothing. So then, you see, as a Shia Sunni debate, although my feelings have come in the way, I can't do more research than just read Surah Mumtahanah ayats again. Islam is a religion of peace. So, the Shias are going to give it to me. Sorry, excuse me, having lemon juice. Throat is dry. So I'll be coughing. So I apologize for that too. Um, so my feelings have come in the way and I can't do more research. I can't take it anymore. You see, I'll be thrown Surah Mumtahanah verses of peace, but I'll show you what I found recently, and then you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. And that's why I went towards the Sunni hadiths about Habiba, Ramla, Abu Sufyan's daughter, who was married to Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. So you see, not showing affection, and then the verse in Surah Mumtahana says, no, no, when Allah wants, He can put affection in your hearts for those disbelievers or whatever it is. You can read the Surah Mumtahana verses. That's why I've come here on Wikipedia to Ramla, Habiba. Oh. So we'll take a few breaths before you Muslims come here and say things. Although we believed it was against Islam, but no, I've seen Muslims come and call me names and say that I should be in jail. Very very like terrible things that as a Shia I am. Going back to my Shia, I mean, I would be shocked because our ulamas, religious scholars, don't ask Shias to do this, neither do they indulge in these things, but only for like Salman Rushdie, Khomeini. That is the problem in Iran. So later on, I found out that Iran has a Shia religion, which I don't know. I thought Allah, Bibi Fatma Zahra, and for their sake, God forgives and everything, but very strict Shia religion practiced in Iran. Even the hijab is, uh, what do you call it, in the law. And what they do. So, very, very strict. So, you can watch those videos on Iran, human rights violations, and all, sexual assaults in prison, and God knows where. That wasn't Shia Islam for me. Shia Islam was that Imam Hussein had to save, was supposed to save Yazid and Yazid's army by giving his 6 months old and, taking him to the field to get water, but, to ask for water for him, the 6 months old son of Imam Hussein. And Yazid's army just gave the 6 months old an arrow. And Imam Hussein said, "Oh Allah, I make you a witness for this." So, what is that Allah witness, right? As a Shia, when I was as a Shia, I found out through Muji and a little bit of my own that this thing which is here, and then in detail, Muji Baba is an awesome. He's just too outstanding for me, Muji ji. सो बाबा ऐसा नहीं होता है इस्लाम में कि आप लोग आएं और लड़ें और गालियां दें और गन करें इधर ये इस्लाम में भी नहीं है क्रिश्चियंस को देखें जब मैं उनके साइट चैट साइट पे गई थी तो वो जीसस को अब्यूज़ कर रहे थे कुछ तो ये इनके यूरोपियन वेस्टर्नर्स तो वो उनको ब्लेस कर रहे थे कि गॉड ब्लेस यू एंड जीसस को अब्यूज़ कर रहे थे वो जो एथियस्ट थे ना इनके इनके खुद के वेस्टर्नर्स ये कराची में आए went to a certain chat room on Yahoo or somewhere and themselves were abusing Jesus, और देखिए इनका कितना अच्छा मुझे इनके वे इतना अच्छा लगा and that's the way we Shias because Mawiya we are told used to abuse Imam Ali a lot from the pulpit and all this. And Imam Ali stopped his people from his followers at that time that you are not supposed to abuse him back or like that. तो हम शिया ऐसे हैं और हमारे आलिम कहते हैं जब तक वो अगर आप लोग सुन्नी ब्रदर्स सिस्टर्स चाहें कि हमें क्वेश्चन करें तो सिविलाइज मैनर में हम कर सकते हैं हर चीज़ सिविलाइज मैनर पीसफुल वे में होती है राइट इन अ पीसफुल सिविलाइज मैनर अगर आप देख रहे हैं जैसे लेट्स सपोज हाथून ताश है और कर रही है स्पीकर्स कॉर्नर। तो हम शिया तो बिल्कुल जो सच्चे शिया हैं वो तो दे विल नॉट गो देयर एंड आर्ग्यू विद हर in the manner that these Sunni Muslims and Muslims are doing. और मारना तो oh, you can't do this. You can hit your own child if she's not praying namaz very lightly, like my father did behind my legs with a stick. I mean, ऐसा कुछ allowed है Shia Islam में. I don't think a true Shia would go and start to argue with Hatun Tash. As a Shia also, I was when I was a Shia, I had not yet completely left the religion, although I could not bring it to practice as my health was not well. I was going to for ex-Muslims videos, finding myself. No one told me to find an ex-Muslim. I'm an ex-Muslim. Come on YouTube. No, no, on my own. I take the responsibility myself. So I would listen to them as a Shia. Like, what do they have to say? But the thing was, even from the Sunni sources, so I would say this is not for me, right? But then I myself started to do more research since now, even in this debilitative, what do you call it, condition, things are online, just on our fingertips. Wikipedia, free. Some of them are, lots of things are free. Our Shia websites have free books, right? Uh, I wonder about the copyrights. They have not said anything about the copyrights, only maybe Quran.com when I push the button on the Arabic word on live stream Facebook, they have said I have infringed upon copyrights issues. But maybe if I had if I find a Shia site which has the same type, Quran.com, they would not say you have infringed upon copyrights issues. That does not mean that we have not honored Prophet Muhammad, the Shias. The Shias honor Prophet Muhammad more than the Sunni Muslims can ever dream of. Okay, so however, I went back to Surah Mumtahanah. So, very nice. Islam is a religion of peace. And then they'll give me these ayats. But see how deceived we have been. Now, I couldn't bring all the ayats together like Surah Tawbah ayat. I would need help. There is, and my feelings come in the way, so I'll need Mr. J's P. Fender's help. Sira International is there. He's beyond now. The Saudi ex Muslim. He's got this feeling, conditioning out of himself, the Muslim. तो देखें और इस्लाम में ये था, we were told in Shia Islam that one for one, like two people, two Sunni Muslims, non-Shia Muslims coming here and saying things against me is unjust, injustice. या तो आप अपनी फीमेल औरतों को भेजें अगर आप में दम है इतना. मेल शुड नॉट बी अगेंस्ट अ फीमेल. ये किस रसूल ने आपको सिखाया है? Which Rasulullah has taught you this? देखें अगर if I even hear a Sunni Muslim saying against atheist ex-Muslim, I would not go and fight with her and abuse her and anything like that. हमारे शिया इस्लाम में, मेरा जो शिया इस्लाम था वो ऐसा नहीं था कि you go and abuse women, pass by them. peacefully. Say peace unto them. हम तो ये कहते थे. That ayat, right? Or the thing that was very rampantly well known about Prophet Muhammad, that when a Jewish disbeliever lady who hated him used to throw garbage at him, and once when she didn't, when he used to pass by her house, uh, he asked about her, and so he went to visit her because they told him she was not well, elderly lady or something, and he went to visit her. So we were told these positive things about Islam. Although I don't know the hadith, how far that hadith is true now. It was hearsay. Okay, I'll have to search for it. So before I lose my energy altogether later on, I'll have to search for it and this. ये देखें आप ना सूर्य मुमतहाना की आयत से फिर आप लोग कहेंगे कि ये पीसफुल रिलीजन है. पीसफुल का मतलब पता है क्या होता है कि when all avenues of peace are closed on you, like Imam Hussein, even then, do not to use your sword much. Every time appealing to the hearts of Yazid's army, being in communication. He told Hazrat Abbas, leave your sword, keep it in that sheath, what you call it, and don't bring it out, don't sharpen it. Go and ask them for water. Hazrat Abbas went with the mushk, water mushk for the children, peacefully, we were told. You see? So, Udarbi in the battlefield, during the battle of Karbala, what Imam Hussein has taught us. And then when Sunni Muslims come here और गालियाँ गंद करते हैं, ये तो बिल्कुल इस्लाम आप लोग डिस्टोर्ट कर रहे हैं, ये सही नहीं है. ये इस्लाम तो था नहीं जो हमें बताया गया था. शिया इस्लाम क्या होता है? इमाम हुसैन, ग्रैंडसन ऑफ प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद ने करबला में अपने डॉटर्स को लेके गए हैं, अपनी बहनों को लेके गए हैं, बिलवेड. और ये सितमगार, तो आप लोग यजीद जैसा हमारे साथ सितम करेंगे, हम सहेंगे. फातिमा जहरा तुम्हें फिर भी दुआ देती है. एक पुराना नोहा है. So I'll start with when I was a Shia, what I believed as a Shia. I was very passionate. I was not into rituals like praying, obligatory. Well, when my grandmother used to say, no, no, तुम्हारी नियत साफ है. If you pray, God knows where you will be. 5 times obligatory prayers. And we were told that before dying, before Prophet Muhammad left this world, his last words were Salat. Thrice he repeated, Salat, Salat, Salat. Yani namaz, namaz, namaz. Our imams say that if obligatory prayers are not fulfilled, you can't expect God to fulfill your other duas, prayers. However, an incident in my life took place where Maulana Saab came and I found, I said, isn't this, you told me here that, this mark up here, if you put this W type mark, like here we have here, you see this? So, not very clear right now, but after the live stream, it becomes clear. this W kind mark up there. So Allah, he told me that if, like in a word, like Allah, if there are two L's in another word, he told me, he did not tell me Allah. But when we came to Allah, I told him, like in, okay, in Arabic, written Arabic, if you write, like let's, Muhammad. So it's with a double M, right, in the middle. So if you don't write double M, you can write single M and put this mark on top, which would mean you have to pronounce it double M, right? So when we got to Allah, the double L is written in written form in Arabic, and also this mark is there, this W type mark. I've forgotten what you call it, shad or something like that. You call, there's a name for it. So I told him, Maulana Sahab, ये तो आपने कहा था कि दोनों साथ नहीं होना चाहिए. Like if you double the word in Arabic, written Arabic, then you don't have to put this mark. Then you don't put this mark. But then you, but then the mark is there on top of the L, double L, in written form. So he said, yes, that's right. The mark is there, and the written form Allah is with double L, Lam, double Lam. So he told me that if I don't find a reason for it, I will not come back to teach you Quran in Arabic. But if I find a reason for this, that, oh, it's okay, you can put the W there, mark, and also put the L there, double L, then I will come back and teach you. He never came back to teach me. What a honorable man. Ek mistake. You see what later on I found out Jiddu Krishnamurti, like they were telling him, like he himself was saying, am I insane? Like people say you are mad or the devil has gotten to you. So then he explained what is mind that is, in parts, who is insane and who is not insane. And what is that wholeness, holy? And why would you repeat things and stick to it and find a solution in the mind when the mind, you can't see it, you're going like round, round, round? I'm trying to explain that great man, what he said. But he never said that, call me a great man. You see, this is what happens. Then madness takes place. This is madness. We are going round and round in circles, repeating ourselves, trying to find solutions with the mind. And when the mind itself has created problems for itself. What a thing. What madness is this? Right? And we can't see it. And then we're going to get angry at someone else who's showing us peacefully. Okay, I must say I'm like, I've had enough. I should have gathered all the, uh, you know, you'll say, oh, Mr. J, or Sira International, or I can say Rob Christian on this thing. I don't tell them on this thing you are wrong. Or Dr. David Wood, or Zahra. You see here, first ayat it says, oh, you who have believed, okay. Do not take my enemies and your enemies as allies, extending to them affection while they have disbelieved in what came to you of the truth. Do not take. This is a command. Oh, Shias, this is a command by Allah. Or, okay, my enemies and your enemies as allies, extending to them affection while they've disbelieved in what came to you of the truth, having driven out the prophet and yourselves, driven out the prophet and yourselves, only because you believe in Allah. Only because you believe in Allah. Have I driven you out? I'm in your Muslim land doing this, risking my life. So please don't attack me because you believe in Allah, your Lord. If you have come out for jihad, fighting or striving in my cause, and seeking means to my approval, take them not as friends. You confide to them affection, instruction, but I am most knowing of what you have concealed and what you have declared. And whoever does it among you has certainly strayed from the soundness of the way. Now you see, I missed something out here, that if they have not driven you out or driven the Prophet out, and you Muslims are nowadays driving people out, not only stabbing them, and my goodness, because here in Surah Mumtahanah it says, no, no, no. Those who have not fought with you and have not driven you out from your land, why are you, you can't do this. It's haram. So now the second ayat is that if they gain dominance over you, they would be, I behave to you as enemies. Assumption ho gaya hai, but this is God's, and extend against you their hands and their tongues with evil. ये अब इनके लिए ही है जिन्होंने ड्राइव आउट किया है प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को, आई थिंक, and they wish you would disbelieve. 3. Never will your relatives or your children benefit you. The day of resurrection, He will judge between you, and Allah of what you do is seeing. 4. Surah Mumtahanah, carrying on. There has already been for you an excellent pattern in Abraham and those with him. Of course, Abraham did not drive out his father, uncle, Azar, uncle according to Shia Islam and father according to Sunni Islam. When they said to their people, indeed, we are disassociated from you, but he broke the idols and from whatever you worship other than Allah. Okay, disassociation, this we Shias were told. Once you realize they are enemies of Ahlul Bayt, disassociate with them, from them. We have denied you, and there has appeared between us and you animosity and hatred forever, forever, until you believe in Allah alone. You see, first I can oh, Shias are going to tell me, Zahra, their Prophet Muhammad. Now comes the ayat, when I'll just skip some. Our Lord, make us not a test and trial for the unbelievers. Oh, but Shias are now come to Karbala. भेजा हुसैन ने अकबर को सितमगारों में. Our Lord, make us not a test, not a trial for the unbelievers, but forgive us, our Lord, for thou art exalted in might and the wise. 6 ayah, there has certainly been for you in them an excellent pattern for anyone. Hatred has come until you believe in Allah, whose hope is in Allah, last day, and whose turns this beneath the praiseworthy. Perhaps Allah will put between you and those to whom you have been enemies. You have been enemies among them. Affection, not that they have been enemies to you. Shias, can you do more research on this? I feel some hanky panky, something is missing here. But you see, you're going to throw this ayat on me. Peace. No, we never meant hatred. But who was saying that in that ayat, hatred? Abraham and his people. Now, okay, perhaps Allah will put between you and those to whom you have been enemies. You have been enemies. Among them, Abu Sufyan, Shias, among them, affection. And Allah is competent and Allah is forgiving and merciful. 8. Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of a religion. Now, why are you fighting ex Muslims because of a religion? Hmm? And do not expel you from your homes. Right? See criteria here. That's why Shia salutations, peaceful, you gave Imam Hussein, Ali Asghar, let we give our 6 months old. Even when Sunnis come after us, Sunni extremist, we give you. We give you our love for the sake of peace. Not like that, that I give you that love you. No, as sisters and brothers in faith. And then what happens that you marry? Maybe we call ourselves community, fraternity. Anyhow, in humanity, I send you love, peace. You killed many of my Shias in Pakistan. I cannot talk about that kafir. But like Imam Hussein, Fatima Zahra, not even Imam Hussein, Bibi Sughra, तूने हर जुल्म किया शाम के रहने वालों पाकिस्तानी मुसलमान कहने वाले अपने आप को तूने हर जुल्म किया फातिमा जहरा तुम्हें फिर भी दुआ देती है यानी बीबी फातिमा जहरा and Bibi Sughra is there and Bibi Zainab. Okay, so this very, very good Shias. Very, very good. Allah forbids you not. Yani, you are forbidden. But wait a minute. Allah forbids you not with regard to those who fight you not for your faith. ये एक तो Arabic no drive you out of your homes from dealing kindly and justly. यानी आप पे हराम नहीं है, forbidden नहीं है कि आप इनके साथ kindly, justly deal करें. Since they have not, यानी इन्होंने ये आपसे लड़े नहीं है. देखिए अगर हम मुंह से बोल रहे हैं, आपको दिखा रहे हैं, तो आप भी मुंह से बोल के दिखाएं, चैनल बनाएं और सब हमारे मेरा भी नाम लें, सबका नाम लें कि ये क्या कर रही है. लेकिन आप काइंडली जस्टली डील करेंगे जैसे मैं आपके साथ कर रही हूँ. ये नहीं कि मैं डरती नहीं हूँ. आप मेरी ज़िंदगी ले लें. लेकिन देखें हज़रत मूसा ने भी डरा ना, वो लाइफ सेव करने के लिए भागा. हालांकि ही एक्सीडेंटली किल्ड समवन in Israel or Egypt. Then he ran away trying to save himself, इसलिए कि अंदर उनको एक चीज़ पता था शायद जो वो भी नहीं जानते थे at that time, confusion था. हज़रत इब्राहिम भी अ, झूठ बोल के उनके आइडल्स को ब्रेक किया ना, अपनी जान तो बचाई उस टाइम पे, उनको डिसीव किया ना आइडल वर्शिपर्स को, अपने अंकल अजर को. और हालांकि फादर है इन द कुरान आयत, but the Shia Sunnis imams have told us that no, he was uncle of Abraham, not father. So because शायद father, हाँ, because ये एक रेस है ना, रेस. इब्राहिम का फादर नहीं हो सकता है आइडल वर्शिपर. Okay, I've put something in my mouth. You will be able to see this. Sorry, right now even I cannot see this properly. It's fuzzy here. So Allah forbids you not with regard to those disbelievers who, even hypocrites maybe, who fight you not for your faith, nor drive you out of your homes, from dealing kindly and justly with them. For Allah loveth those. Oh, Allah ka mohabbat aa gayi hai. This means those Sunnis who come, गालियां वालियां देते हैं, और माँ बाप अटैक, मेरी माँ चली गई कि योर मदर विल बी इन द फायर. ये बिल्कुल यानी दिस इज वल्गर, बारबैरिक, जाहिलत का एज. दिस इज नॉट इस्लाम. Faith nor drive you out of your homes, from dealing kindly and justly with them. इधर तो ये बोल. Now we'll be like going up and down. For Allah loveth those who are just. बस ये justice जो मुझे, those who act justly. अल्लाह अल्लाह करबला में इमाम हुसैन का जो सबर. So for the sake of this religion, it is a peaceful religion. Allah only forbids you from those who fight you because of religion. How do they fight you? And expel you. Both conditions. Two conditions are here. यानी sword लेके अगर आ रहे हैं आपके पास, आपकी जान खतरे में. If like you consider this fighting, then you do it the same way, in a kind of, in a dignified manner. Really, if I had the condition to speak, my tone would not be like this. If I'm struggling, मेरी टोन भी बिगड़ गई है, स्ट्रांग हो गई है, लेकिन सॉफ्ट होनी चाहिए. औरतों की तो खैर होनी नहीं चाहिए सॉफ्ट. Even if a believer comes, they should be quite hard, according to the Quran ayat. Allah only forbids you from those who fight you. यानी अगर वो स्वॉर्ड उठा के आ रहे हैं, गन लेके आ रहे हैं, तो आप अपने आप को डिफेंड करें और फिर फाइट करें. डिफेंसिव फाइट है. अगर वो बुक लिख रहे हैं तो आप बुक लिख रहे हैं. पता नहीं खुमैनी ने क्यों ऐसा फतवा दिया अगेंस्ट सलमान रुश्दी. I don't believe in Khomeini. He's not. He wouldn't have been my marja when I, as a Shia even, when I found out on Wikipedia, printer stabbed and stab him to death and all this, and kill him. Where does it say here in the Quran? That's why a cousin of mine, a Shia cousin of mine, my mother's, used to say, told me that you must read Surah Tawbah ayats in context, then read Surah Muhammad ayat in context, bind them. And Surah Azab ayat 60 to 61, massacre, with a complete massacring. Those who spread sedition and so I was supposed to gather all these fighting ayats together and tell you. But I said I don't. You see, I am not well, and I confess I haven't done my full bringing all the ayats together of fighting and all the ayats together of peace, and then seeing how the Shias take it. Right, that I have not been able to do as yet. But from these ayats, we are told that बस affection show नहीं करे उनको. Those who have Abu Sufyan was known to expel Prophet Muhammad from Makkah. That's why we say Habiba. If this hadith is true, which has come from the Umayyad side, then Habiba did what she did to her father according to this ayat in the beginning. But here, like, show no affection, even if they are your fathers, whatever, relative, brothers. अभी ये 60 verse Mumtahanah, Surah Mumtahanah, verse 9. Okay? Allah only forbids you, haram hai, from those prohibited. You are forbidden from those who fight you because of religion. तो उनको आप kind words and expel you. दो conditions हैं attached. Two conditions. Expel you here in this ayat. Expel you from your homes and aid in your expulsion. 3. And those who have aided forbids that you make allies, friends of them. And whoever makes friends, allies of them, then it is those who are the wrongdoers. ठीक है? So be kind. फिर Moses, Hazrat Musa को भी कहा फिरौन के against. And so here, I think the Shias win, and thus, first ayat. Because you see, Abu Sufyan expelled Prophet Muhammad. He even aided, let's say, the others, excuse me, from Makkah. So we are told here, Prophet Muhammad married Ramla, Abu Sufyan's daughter, on Wikipedia. On one occasion, Abu Sufyan visited his daughter Ramla in her house in Medina. As he went to sit on the apostle's carpet, she folded it up so that he could not sit on it. My dear daughter, he said, I hardly know if you think that the carpet is too good for me or that I am too good for the carpet. She replied, It is the apostle's carpet, and you are an unclean polytheist. I do not want you to sit on the apostle's carpet. By God, he said, when I was a Shia, like he's also saying, by God, since you left me, you have gone to the bad. This is when Abu Sufyan had not yet accepted Islam. And maybe I do admit that citations are given here, but this is from John Glubb, The Life and Times of Muhammad, Lanham, 1998. Where this is given in the Hadith, I don't know. I haven't searched in the Sunni sources for this. So we were told that Abu Sufyan expelled Prophet Muhammad from Makkah when he was an idol worshipper, right? So then this is why his daughter had to do this. And now I'll go beyond the Shia Sunni Muslim into insights. So very, very good, right? Zahra, why did you leave Shia Islam? मुझे कोई काले कुत्ते ने काटा है क्या? Right? You know what Imam Hussain was for me. And if you don't know, like हर कोई तो इमाम हुसैन का बरहम नहीं रखता है, लेकिन हमने रख दिया था एक दिन जब क्रिश्चियन लेडी के घर हम trespass करके गए थे. That was like after many, many years. No, sorry, many for since 6 years trespassing. It was 1989 now. In the 6th year, trespassing her house, had broken her back door. After that, her sister only said to me, You are a Muslim, you can do this. I came home, if someone had cut me, blood would not come out. From there, I left peace. I mean, of course, I left, just quietly. Quietly, I left, although I had trespassed, had said, perhaps given a sermon and all that. I came to your door, I was hungry, you gave me food, all this, right? Anyways, next time her sister told me, eldest sister, and that was it for me. It came on my love, it came on my parents, it came on everything, but I never had thought of leaving her until it came on my religion. And 1989, August, September, end of August last month, then September started, and end of September I stopped. I pleaded to God. Now it's come on my religion. And I'm a Shia. It's come, what Imam Hussain was for me. Then I left that lady. Just because the sister told me that you can do this because you're a Muslim. Impossible, यानी अपनी जगह से कैसे पर्वत हिल जाए? I would have never left Mr. Saab. Um, वो एक इंडियन गाना है, पन्ना की तमन्ना है कि हीरा मुझे मिल जाए. So this and then the turning point in Shia Islam came um, when I started. You see, I had these problems with these ayats, Surah Ahzab, ayat 37, right? And Surah Nur, ayat 33. So for peace and all the that those ayats may deceive you and say, okay, I get yes, Shias, yes, Sunnis. Islam is a peaceful religion. If the disbelievers have not expelled us from our homes, if they offer us peace and have not broken the peace treaty, if they do not fight us up against, meaning picking a sword and putting our lives in danger, right? Or no? We have to look at it through the context. Then you may not go against them, fighting them, and all this. You live peacefully with them and be just. ये नहीं कि पाकिस्तानी वो लंदन जा रहे हैं, ब्रिटेन जा रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं कि अरे ये तो काफिर हैं, हम इनको ग्रूमिंग करेंगे, ये करेंगे, स्लेव्स बनाएंगे, राइट हैंड्स पोजेस. आपने एक तो अपना रिलीजन डिस्टॉर्ट करके समझा नहीं है सही तरह क्या है. ये हम कहते थे शिया इस मुस्लिम. ओके, तो फिर क्या हम लेकिन ये आप लंदन में ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हैं. लंदनर्स अगर आपके साथ पीसफुल रहें, अब बेचारियाँ वो क्या कर रही हैं बच्चियाँ आपके साथ जो आप उनके साथ कर रहे हैं ऐसा. हाँ, व्हाट. तो ये फिर सूर्य अज़ाब की आप, अच्छा आप सूर्य नूर की, सूर्य अज़ाब बहुत हो गया था आई थिंक लास्ट टाइम. सूर्य नूर की ये आयत जो आई थी ना, when I was in my teens, like maybe late teens, O levels के टाइम पे मैं गौर कर रही थी आयतों पे. One of my friend was like, you Shias, Ya Ali Madad, indirectly coming and खाएंगे, eating on my head. तो फिर शियाओं के I was- जब भी वो आता था ना, do not call on any other than Allah, do not take any partners along with Allah. तो आस्ते आस्ते मैं फिर शियाओं, like I had this, what? Oh, she's right. Maybe the Sunnis are right about this against Shias. You see, here is an ayat, and those who cannot afford marriage should keep themselves chaste until Allah enriches them out of His grace. अच्छा, एक बात मैं बता दूं कि nothing can make me leave Shia Islam except for that from the Quran ayats. If I find nooks, then no hypocrite Shia, no Muslim hitting me or killing me, or my father or my brother, because we are Shia Muslims. No, nothing like that. The truth I'm after. That's why I've put here truth seeker. So, you see, yes, I see this. Keep themselves chaste until Allah enriches them. And you know who helped me recently? Abdullah Gondal. I mean, we could not challenge this Quran. No way. We would need medical doctor tell us where the sperm comes from. We would need another expert in, how a childbirth or what inside stomach happening, how many, you know, this thing like in the Quran ayat is right. We would need the philosopher, God knows, astrologer, astronomer, all these things. So I did not have the capacity to challenge the Quran. Scientific, oh, we would need also science. Scientific errors are found in the Quran. We would need a scientist. So, my goodness, me challenging the Quran, no way. It wasn't even in my dream until that hard. What Abdullah Gondal start with genius, I say, genius, and start challenging the Quran and show us great, great genius and great courage, great. And those who cannot afford marriage should keep themselves chaste, chaste, chaste. Right? Remember, I also know chaste until Allah says, keep chaste, keep chaste, keep chaste. Until Allah enriches them out of His grace. And those of your slaves who wish to enter the contract of kitaba, emancipation by paying money, contract kitaba with them. Slaves. Shias, you see slaves because I also see slaves. How imams cover this? Because when now they know even the slaves would not want to be free from alibet because I tell you, I read in Shia commentary. Okay. If you recognize some good in them, if you recognize some, if, Anna. So here, and so thank God, one word, Allah matabatawai mizan. He tell us, he explained to us. One word, the Quran explaining another word. If here you are confused about this word, you go to another word where you are not so confused, clear ayat, that word will explain this word and things like that. So like that you can take it. Quran explaining from Quran itself. Let's see how, like this. If you recognize, but not all detail given in the Quran. If you recognize some good in them, if you recognize some good in them, if not, don't give them this paying money and emancipation. Don't free them. And give them out of the wealth of Allah that He has given to you. Maybe from Fadaka, Jews coming. And do not compel, or maybe you giving money to Prophet Muhammad so that he pray for you, Surah Tawbah. Take alms out of their wealth for them and pray for them. Surely your prayer is a source of security and whatever, peace for them or something like this. And give them out of the wealth of Allah. Where has Allah given you the wealth? That you have earned from the spoils of war? Or maybe earned from yourself, yeah. That He has given to you. Many Sahabas went and sat in their house because that ayat came. Anyways, just take it like this. And do not compel your maids to prostitution. If they wish to observe, you see, this whole sentence is wrong. How could that Allah, that I believe in so much? And then on the other hand, you tell us that Imam Hussein and his sacrifice and the ladies there and what they went through and sabr, heights of sabr and heights through the heights of atrocities. Okay, now any Shia religious scholar police said I would be so honored. Sorry, I have to do this. I cannot take it. So feelings coming up. Okay, now feelings are coming up, so we'll empty ourselves completely. एक हम गहरी सांस लेंगे. Anyways, you don't want to go to Hinduism. Breath is good. Even Chinese say, doctors say now, breathing. I read the book. It wasn't written by a Hindu. Breathing. Very, very good. Deep breathing. Calming effect. This even scientifically proven or something. And you just see this that we are actually how we surrender to Allah. Make it very easy for you and myself. We just empty ourselves, like Muji Baba says. Just ignore the thoughts that are coming that you should kill me, but it's not in your religion like this that you kill me. If I not come after you with a sword, and in Shia Islam, no woman coming into jihad battle. Only we were told only prepared. She did not take a sword up against Imam Ali, and Imam Ali sent her back respectfully. So now we are, if you are a Muslim, you should know what it means to submit your will to Allah. This is not our ego, right? Hope not. What is purity? So this is not our ego. Shouldn't be. So where shall we start with? Let me show you what I see in Karachi American School. Who is Allah? Allah just is. No science can prove, no mind can find. This, this inner knowing that there is Allah. If you just surrender all yourself to this. Very, very good, Dara. You are showing them this Allah. And so neither is Zahra showing you because I'm not now, right now. If I'm empty, who am I? I'm Allah. And then you will kill me on blasphemy. Rumi said, neither am I Hindu and nor Muslim, nor Jew, nor Christian. What are you here? Without the you, me, अब मैं भी नहीं. Imam Hussain said in Karbala, अब मैं भी नहीं. So well, you not have to pick up sword and give your children. Just sit here, be still, and know you are. Know I am Allah. Right? What is the phrase in the Bible? Be still and know I am your Lord. I think something like this. Just be still like an idol. I know Prophet say many bad things about idol, but being still, Mother Teresa say, in the silence you see, where everything grows. Trees grow in silence. Sun comes up in silence. So how do I tell you? You see, because thoroughly purify you with, you are interested, you are attracted to the verse, Shias, you are very, very attracted to that verse. Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. Thoroughly pure. It turned from Ummul Mumineen, it turned, make male many and the female one. Fatima. Now I pray to God on the roof many a times, thoroughly purify me for the sake of that verse in the Quran. And if you are not pure, how can you know the pure? Right? But okay, Quran verse coming saying that you recognize them as you recognize your own sons. Baba. That coming, let it be now. But now here, wait. How will you recognize them as you recognize your own sons? He will do everything, give you everything, right? He will give you like he gives your son, protect you like he protects your son. But the why wives are pleasing to him, beautiful? In Surah Azab, verse 52. Why he asked you to leave now? Huh? Will you recognize him? Will your son say, leave now, daddy? I'm in honeymoon with the Zainab bin Josh. That's why I got to bring. Oh no, my father has come. I'm in honeymoon. Are you mute? Tell me if you can taste the lemon and all this, right? So, he's your son. He's the father of none of you. How you Shia say that the Prophet Muhammad and Imam Ali, father of community, all of us? No, you cannot just say that when the ayat, it's against the ayat. He's not the father of any of your men. What Imam say? If our hadiths go against Quran ayats, reject them. So where are we now? We are in this a little while, please. You not the need to pray 5 times a day. Struggle against the ego. I feel like all you need to do gently. We ask you. So I just take permission from Mujiji. Mujiji say not to tell anyone about this, but I do. I just have to do this for the Shias and Sunni Muslims. If you're not going to Muji, you can go to his video, listen to his invitation and pointings. All you need to do is just empty yourself for a while so we can see these Quran ayats without the ego, without bias, prejudice. Empty yourselves completely. Or as Muslims, you can say, I surrender completely everything, my mind, my thoughts. Who am I? I'm a Muslim. I'm Salafi. I'm Wahhabi. I'm Shia. I'm Sunni. I'm Ismaili. Empty. I'm nothing. I've surrendered. From this purity of the self, if this might help, Allama Rashid Turabi say what? For the Shias. अहले बैत उनकी हिफाजत करते हैं. Okay? कोई ताकत और कोई कुवत सिवाय ज़ात वाजिब के नहीं है. ये ज़ात वाजिब क्या है? उसी पे तवक्कुल कर रहा हूँ जो हय्युल क़य्यूम है. Now you leave your everything and I show you what is ज़ात वाजिब. Or you go to Muji Baba immediately. Muji ji, right? I put his name here so it will become easier for you. ये ज़ात वाजिब क्या है? कोई ताकत और कोई कुव्वत सिवाय ज़ात वाजिब के नहीं है. उसी पे तवक्कुल कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ. If you are a male, जो हय्युल कय्यूम है, ever living, कायम, self-subsisting, self-sustaining. Now tell me, are your thoughts sustaining this? Empty yourself completely. Close your eyes for a little while. Close your eyes for a little while and ignore your thoughts so you can see your pure self or it reveal itself to you. None knows where he is, in what respect he is, why he is, who he is, where he is. But he, दुआ मशलूल की चंद वर्स दुआ की दे रही हूँ मैं. हम्म, I am. Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. What you what you are finding here, so close like no distance. Empty completely. No thought. Don't give attention to thoughts. Feelings, let them be, right? Um, just feel, don't you feel light, like you have dropped so much luggage you are traveling with? You have been traveling with so much baggage, they say. Huh? No memories. You are not a Zahra. That is a person. Mujiji say. Sorry, Mujiji, I have to do this for my Shias because I embark upon this, showing them truth. And I pray to God many a nights on the roof till morning, Fajr time. Thoroughly purify me with a thorough purification. Unmixed by this world, untouched you are. You just are. No one created you. You are not even lonely. You see any loneliness here? Oh Allah, are you lonely tonight? Do you see any loneliness? You will answer yourself by emptying yourself. All that baggage, history, past, anxiety for the future, mind, you will find out. I just now, for now, telling you shortcut. Then if you want to chew on this, you go to Jiddu Krishnamurti also. If you want philosophical, someone talking to you, showing. And if you want complete seven veils tearing apart, you go to Muji, right? On YouTube, you will find him, social media everywhere. And also Jiddu Krishnamurti's videos you will find. And books online, some of them are free. Like I found The Ending of Time with Dr. David Bohm, a dialogue. Ending of time. You see, mind is time. What Imam Jafar Sadiq say, maybe take it from Greek philosophers. Time is a distance between two known events. And what this, you know what this is? Timeless. You are inside it in body and mind. It is all prevalent. It is absolute, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, all knowing. When you leave your knowing of the mind, ignore it for a moment so we can be completely pure, untouched by world, meaning time, conditioning, religion, school of thought, what our mother taught us, our upbringing, and now we embark. So a little break I give you, so you not get depressed. Is this depressed? This empty, nothing. But what is this? This no thing that is here, pure being, no history, no anxiety for the past. What is this? Ever prevalent, always here, ever living, because it does not have birth. It was not created. It doesn't have any fears. Now you read this ayat, part that I'm trying to show you. Should God have written it like this? That it compel? See, this part here. Then you can tell me about chaste, 10,000 times coming chaste. Sentence structure. And give them, okay. And do not compel your maids to prostitution if they wish to observe chastity. You know what? This ayat telling me that maids forced prostitution is not allowed in Islam because it put here also if they wish to observe chastity, meaning if they don't wish to observe chastity, then you can prostitute them. Please don't go above. Okay, go above. Okay, keep themselves. And those who cannot afford marriage should keep themselves chaste until Allah enriches them out of His grace. I have done this in detail. And do not compel your maids to prostitution. Remember the word compel is written here. And whoever compels them, also, you. This one I got. What? Allah will be forgiving, merciful. You say, oh, He's put it for Prophet Muhammad too. You made a mistake in Surah Azab. Allah is most forgiving, very merciful. We have, but no blame on you. He's put it there also. But no, if he's put it there, it doesn't mean where he's put it is right. Everywhere, if he's put it for the Prophet also, that this could be right. So, do you see this? That why, if they are forced into prostitution, who in the world would blame them? Right? Oh, So forced prostitution, according to this uh, part, would be allowed. But you all people have been misled by this. Allah enrich. Keep chaste. Who are these handmaids that you see? He has do not in Surah Nisa ayat 24 also. I will go there, 23, 24, 25. Do not compel your handmaids to compel. Many religious Shia scholars have missed this. Remember that Maulana Saab did not come to teach me Arabic. I was right. There was a mistake. He was honorable. He left. He could not find the reason. He told me, do ruku like a Bibi Fatima Zahra does. Used to do. Go down, go down. He never touch or anything. You see? And in case they are willing to be chaste, why he put this here? He put on them. Why put in case they are willing to be chaste? Now you see Mominins about Mominat in Surah Nisayat. If you fear that you will go into adultery or fornication, oh, sorry, you're not married. And say, so marry, and if you can't afford, what he say here? So I've done a detailed work on this. You can also check my video. I'm getting tired. I wish I wouldn't and persevere here. You see, forced prostitution is allowed. Not allowed, sorry. Forced prostitution is not allowed. Prostitution, in case they are willing to be prostitutes, allowed. And thus, whoever compels them, forces them, then surely Allah, even after they're being compelled, is ever forgiving, ever merciful. To the men also, both of them. This is a big thing. Okay, you take me to the adultery, zina, punishment verses. There's a big mistake here. Please look at this. Oh my God. Shouldn't there, like, zina, adultery, and compelling, even those who don't want, women, girls who don't want to be chaste. You know what prostitution is? Punishment given here shouldn't. No, you say the Quran way is that you go to Surah Nur. Now, some people in Pakistan, lawmakers and all that, they do not see that rape is not like a zina. We not need the four witnesses and all this. Go to Surah Yusuf ayat and see where Hazrat Yusuf was sexually assaulted by the king's wife, queen. And you bring a wise man and you take his, not four witnesses allowed there, but some Sunnis will say this ayat was, what, cancelled, abrogated. But no better ayat came for it. Zina is different. Rape is different. Prostitution, compelled prostitution. Slight difference, है ना? There's a difference here. Do you see this? So I can go to, we can, because you can also open Surah, Surah Nisayat. is it ayat 23 or 24 or what? Oh, and then what? Also forbidden to you for marriage are your mothers, your daughters. No, 25, I think. Allah knoweth best concerning your faith. You proceed one from another. So fear coming, and whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free, believing women. Now there he say Allah provide for you. Don't worry. Keep yourself chaste. And whoever among you cannot find the means to marry, Allah should provide here. Come, adultery, fear of, fornication. It is when you're not married, the English, they don't use adultery in English, they use fornication when you are single. So why Allah not provide for you, your community come and give you money? Get married to a free believing woman. And why not Hazrat Khadija? Huh? And whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free believing women, Hazrat Khadija, Mary Prophet, she sent proposal, and he was a worker there, and he was not like she was the great the businesswoman, very rich. Then may marry from those. Oh Allah, you protect you from adultery. He give you what your right hands possess. Or fornication, sorry, fornication also. And yes, adultery, if you are a married man, like my father, you travel a lot, you go and you sleep, do muta. Singapore, London, wherever you like. Then may marry from those whom your right hands possess of believing slave girls. And Allah is most knowing about your faith. You believers are one of another. So marry them with the permission of their people, and give them their due compensation, mahar, according to what is acceptable. They should be chaste. These poor women, you expect them to be chaste girls, neither of those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly, nor those who take secret lovers. Now you will say here, the ayat has come that they should be chaste, neither of those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly. How can in the world Allah allow prostitution of maidservants? But this is for the believers who are marrying these. Look at the status here of the free believing women you cannot marry. You are poor. Have we missed something? Have you missed something also? That you are going to correct me about that verse, Surah Nur ayat 33? You believers are one of another. So marry them with the permission of their people and give them their due compensation according to what is acceptable. Chaste, they should be chaste, neither of those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly, nor those who take secret lovers, boyfriends, girlfriends. But they're secret because now they are secret. After Islam, you're not allowed, they must be so scared. So they're, boyfriend, secret lovers, nor those who take secret lovers. Okay, why in the world will, okay. But once they are sheltered in marriage, if they should commit adultery, then for them is half the punishment for free unmarried women. Then for them is half the punishment for free unmarried women. This allowance is for him among you who fears affliction, sin, meaning fornication. So you use these people, these women, for your fear. Although these poor women are not allowed to keep lovers, like love, marriage, maybe, they go, but they're secret lovers. Intercourse randomly. Yeah, you have fear, you go boom boom. Find the most beautiful poor girl, like your prophet, pleasing, beautiful. It pleases, it attracts him, beautiful women. Find them, and for your sin, fear, affliction, you go in them and you come out and you leave. No, no. You're married. Very, very good. Sarcastically. I want to, sorry. Oh, no, you have given them ahead. They are now your wives. You find another beautiful girl, you go and marry another one. Maybe when you get rich, you want to marry a free, rich woman, believing woman, right? Keep this one also, keep that one also for your ego. You not want to lose this one. Sacrificing goat, she's sacrificing goat for you. There's no love, Shav. You seek her because you have fear of affliction, meaning fornication. Okay, they say you, Maulana Sahab, yes, three, you fasting karo, ये करो, intermittent अभी है, अभी ये भी करो, वो भी सब करो अगर फिर अच्छा बड़े उस पे अगर when your last resort, when all avenues, when fasting doesn't work, what kind of a thing is this that fasting will not work for your sexual urges? What kind of a believer are you? Okay, you are after all a man. Yeah? Oh my God. So you take this poor girl. Oh, she can't have a fear of affliction. But the one who has chaste, neither of those commit unlawful intercourse. But you have this fear of committing an unlawful intercourse. So you get married to them. Better you go to a prostitute, I think. Or better you masturbate than to use this. Masturbate, I tell you. Okay, thank you very much. I think you want me to go insane with this religion. Oh, I should put it off here. I will continue later. Sorry about the my feelings come in the way anyways. I'm doing empty, empty, empty.